and Tomorrowland. Last call.
Hello, 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 everyone. Dusty Sage and
Julie Tremaine.
Here at Disneyland, the most magical place on earth. Actually, magical place on earth would be Disney World.
Yeah, this is the happiest place on earth.
And at Christmas time, they call it the merriest place on earth?
That works.
Or the
for me.
most merriest? Or the more merrier place on earth. And today, it's the wildest place on earth because it's crowded. There's a lot of news, and we are going to take you into the park to see it all. Are you excited, Julie?
I am super excited, but we are going to face some crowds today.
We are, and you are facing the remnants of a cold, so you're doing your best to project.
I have a Victorian fainting disease. Please forgive me.
Consumption. She has the consumption.
I caught a Thanksgiving bug when I was back home on the East Coast.
But she's here with us today. It was beautiful in the park today. 80 degrees earlier, and it's just now starting to get cool as the sun's going down. So we're seeing the last remnants of light as we will watch all of the holiday lights twinkle on. We're going to take you through the park, then into DCA, and then a little surprise at the end of the video today, so stick through all the way to the end. And make sure you're liking and commenting and sharing so that everybody finds this video, and I'm turning it around. We just missed the lighting of the Christmas tree by seconds.
Yeah.
It happened just before we went live.
Trust us, it was magical.
It lasts for all of like 12 seconds. There's said tree right there. We're on the train station platform because we were thinking about starting on the train, but there were so many people in line. It would have been multiple trains before we got on, and that just wasn't possible. But you can see all the peoples, all the tiny, tiny peoples there waiting for a Christmas fantasy parade, which I believe kicks off at maybe 5:15-ish.
Yeah.
And already they just made an announcement that all parade viewing spots are full. So if you didn't get a spot by now, you're stuck.
We're still 13 days away from Christmas. I am surprised at how crazy busy it is here. But it's been that way for weeks now.
Yeah,
they
definitely have raised the crowd limits. Last weekend was candlelight, and I was lucky I got to have a seat this year. I was invited, so it was magic. Really wonderful, festive, and generally on candlelight days, the park is lovely because they dial back the park reservations so that all the VIPs and everybody can enjoy the park. That, and because the front of the park here is completely impacted by risers and seats and all kinds of things. But this year, Julie, it's packed. The park, they really packed the park full of people.
I was very sad to not get invited this year. I was invited last year and it was magical. This year I didn't get invited and I was really bummed out about it. And then I saw how crazy busy it was and I was not sad anymore.
Yeah. It's also the same show every year other than the narrator.
Mm-hmm.
You all can see the video. I put just a short clip, like a 45-second clip of the show up on our YouTube shorts. So MiceChat channel on YouTube.
Last year the narrator was Catherine Hahn and she was amazing.
She was great.
She really was.
I'm trying to remember the name of this year's narrator.
Benjamin Bratt.
Benjamin Bratt. I don't know if they're going to let me keep this on backstage, but we're going. Let's see what happens. Yep. All right. This is the backstage area, everyone. Welcome to the backstage of Disneyland. The fake backstage. This is the dressed up backstage, is the overflow. But they do have posters for different attractions around the park. This side, I think, is nicer than the side, the Jungle Cruise side of the street.
No way. The other side is way cooler because you actually see the back of Walt Disney's apartment.
Well, it's neat for us.
And that's where
but
he used
as
to
far
hang
as
out and smoke on the stairs.
how it looks is nicer over here. You're right. He was smoking back there, and who knows what else.
And you can see the decommissioned Jungle Cruise boats. There are way more Disney secrets on that side. It's much better as far as I'm concerned.
I remember hearing Diane Disney tell stories about how when she was a little girl, they would, or when her kids were little, they would sneak out into the jungle when they would stay in the apartment
Oh, wow.
and throw things at the boats.
That sounds incredible.
Winnie the Pooh, Mr. Toad. It's a lot of Fantasyland stuff here. Snow White, Mad Tea Party. That's all Fantasyland stuff. Alice. And then it jumps to the Matterhorn and Jungle Cruise. And voila, just like that, we're near the hub area. There's Plaza Inn and the Little Red Wagon. Called that in honor of the Red Wagon Inn that used to be here before this became Plaza Inn. I think you might have a recipe from that old restaurant in your new cookbook coming up.
I do have a recipe from that cookbook. I am so excited. I know I've talked about it a little bit on the lives before, but my good friend and fellow Disney writer Carly Caramana and I have a Disney history cookbook coming out next October. It's called the Unofficial Disney Parks Retro Cookbook, and every location in there, we have like 50 plus locations, 60 recipes, all from restaurants at Disneyland and Walt Disney World that don't exist anymore. So Red Wagon Inn was the original name for the Plaza Inn.
Yep.
We have a recipe from there. We have a recipe from Walt's Hideaway, which was the secret bar behind, which is the predecessor to Club 33, where Walt would hang out and entertain his business people.
Really? Where was that located?
It just on the back half of Red Wagon Inn. It was called Walt's Hideaway. And the
So
door,
guests couldn't go in?
Guests could not go. It was invited guests only. Mostly Walt Disney and VIPs, bigwigs, sponsors he was trying to court. So heads of big corporations. The door to it is around the left here, kind of where the restrooms are. There's still a door that has, I think it has stained glass on it.
Do you think anything is still inside?
It's probably just storage now. Or
I want
probably
to go to there.
An office, someone's office.
But maybe there's booze. Maybe there's old Walt booze in there.
It's an old Canadian club. No one wants that. Left over from 1955.
Julie, we're in the happiest land of them all, Tomorrowland.
Are you being ironic when you say that?
I am. All of our morrows, I hope, will be. My New Year's resolution is going to be, I want a new Tomorrowland.
That's not a resolution. That's just a wish.
Wish. That's got to be good enough.
I thought you were going to say your resolution was to stop complaining so much about it.
No, I can't do it. I can't commit. I'm not all... We're going to sneak our way through because it's very, very crowded over here on the parade route. We're going by the endless construction that will never happen. I don't think that is ever going to happen, Julie.
We're just a few minutes away from presenting a Christmas fantasy parade.
Tom Frazier wants a new Tomorrowland. I think if we all wish it with all of our might, we can wish a new Tomorrowland into existence.
Okay, everybody do it right now on the count of 3.
On the count of 3, everybody wish for a new Tomorrowland. 1, 2, 3.
It's done. We have it.
Bum, 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 ba-da.
Make sure we continue down the walkway, friends, at this time.
Debbie Bacaris wishing you hello, Julie. I'm just going to show you this gorgeous view, everyone. The beautiful winter castle. Little Minnie Mouse there. Donald Duck. Look at that. Winter Castle. And into the less crazy part of the park. Frontierland. A little bit of holiday in Frontierland.
So Dusty, you got here earlier than I did today. Did you try any delicious holiday treats?
It was so busy we weren't able to try any treats. We were thinking about it, but we didn't get to. Instead, we went to get a Ronto wrap.
Oh, those are so good.
Because it was the only one that had immediate availability on the mobile order. So we just, what's quick and cheap and good, and then I could get something dairy-free. They have a vegan Ronto wrap.
I'm a huge fan of the Ronto-less wrap. I
It's
think it's
great.
Much better.
It's
Yeah.
wonderful. So we shared one of those and had a Powerade. And that's all we've had today, all day. But you and I are doing something very special tonight after the live.
I'm so excited that I was able to convince you to do this with me. We are going to Mickey's Christmas Carol dinner at Storytellers Cafe this evening.
Mickey's Christmas Carol, and just explain to people what that means, a Christmas Carol dinner.
So Storytellers Cafe normally only does character dining for breakfast and brunch and lunch. It ends at like 2 o'clock and then it's normal dinner for the evening. But at Christmas time, there is a special character dining and it's themed to Mickey's Christmas Carol. So you've got Mickey and Minnie and their Victorian Dickensian finest, but you've also got Scrooge and you've also got Goofy as the ghost of Jacob Marley.
I'm ready.
Blue, head to toe, all 14 feet of him. And he's got the chains, he's got the top, he's got everything. He's got the tie around his chin. I cannot wait. I'm so excited.
Oh, we will get pictures, we will get video, we will get food.
I have never done this particular festive dining. It is getting rave reviews this year.
It's new this year, right?
Is it new this year?
I don't remember it ever before, but I don't usually do fancy dining like that because it's so expensive.
I don't normally do character dining because I can't usually convince people to do it with me.
But this sounds very adult.
Very grown up.
Ghosts,
Very
Christmas,
mature.
what more could there be for us to love?
We're just going to go be two professional journalists hanging out.
Just two professional journalists hanging out,
Absolutely
having
losing
one
our
or 17
minds.
drinks, buffet with characters and ghosts. I love it.
Losing our minds about the Goofy Ghost. I cannot wait.
Debbie, the vegan Ronto wrap, the Ronto-less wrap is good. There is also a breakfast version of said Ronto wrap, said Ronto-less breakfast wrap. Also very good.
It's also like one of the healthier quick lunches that you can get
It
because
is.
it has not only it's a plant-based sausage, which is delicious anyway. I eat everything. I'm an omnivore, but I love a plant-based sandwich like that. But it's a plant-based sausage, and then it has a ton of vegetables on it. It has this really flavorful slaw. So it's like a really solid serving of vegetables.
It is.
On this wrap.
And the pita has been grilled on one side, so it's kind of crunchy-ish on one side, but soft and fluffy on the other,
It is
which is my favorite way. I don't just like some defrosted pita thrown on a sandwich, and a lot of places do that.
Very
They're
high
taking the
standards for your
time
pita.
to grill it, which makes all the difference, let me tell you.
It really does.
We are here on the river, and it is dark. Like, we are now solidly into the winter season. I think that technically on the calendar, winter doesn't happen for another week, but
Yeah, that's
this
winter.
is the winter feeling because of the time change. It is dark outside. All of the lights are on now, and an hour ago we still had light.
I just want to clarify, temperature-wise, we are not fully in the Christmas season.
No.
We are visually, yes.
Visually.
The sun has gone down, but it was a full 80 degrees today. It was not, there was no crisp in the air.
At this moment, though, it's probably about 71 degrees, so that's how much the temperature has dropped in the last hour. By the time we end the live, we'll be into the 60s, which for California is cold-ish. But I will say, if you live in a part of the country right now that is blanketed in snow and it's cold, come to California. It has been gorgeous these last 2 weeks, just beautiful.
It really has been.
And we had all of that rain earlier, like a few weeks ago, and now everything is green. The roses are starting to bloom. It is really beautiful. We're going to kind of loop around and show people what this area looks like, just because this is really one of the prettiest parts of the park. We're not going to go into New Orleans Square because we lose coverage back there. Just show people my beautiful moons and stars. And then we're going to loop back through Adventureland and take you to California Adventure. Julie, I love the creepy Mardi Gras-esque wreaths in New Orleans Square this year. They've all been kind of redone. For the last many years now, they've had these types of wreaths, but they were all refreshed. And these new ones are wonderful. Look at how well executed that is. They even have like crystals dripping from them and sparkles and creepy masks.
I feel like New Orleans Square does not get enough credit as far as you know, the influencers and the social media people who are, you know, the holiday decorations are lovely, but New Orleans Square has a character and a feel all its own.
Because they put whimsy in it.
And we ride this right through till February because of Mardi Gras.
Some of
The
it.
decorations in New Orleans Square for Mardi Gras are incredible, and I feel like people do not talk about them enough.
Here's my moon and stars tree. Look at all the stars in the tree. And then right down to our friend La Lune. Isn't this magic?
It is really lovely.
This is my spot, my favorite spot in the park this year. I'm getting a picture of you, getting a picture of my moon.
I'm capturing it.
My moon.
Capturing
Of
the moment.
Dusty's moon takes on a very different connotation this time of year.
Oh, good Lord.
What?
Keep me away from that.
There's the famous off-center window of Club 33.
And there's Santa. My mom has a Christmas ornament that looks exactly like those Santas, those present Santas.
Yeah, these big giant versions of the Santas that many people had on their trees in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, my mom
And they're
still puts them
wonderful. And they look like they're carved out of wood. They're really fun. This is the other favorite tree in New Orleans Square. There is no garland this year. We've mentioned for the last several weeks. I'm going to not harp on it.
But those, so like that purple and orange and green, that's the Mardi Gras decorations.
Those are
That's
Mardi
gonna stay
Gras.
out.
Yeah, for sure. And I do wonder if that big garland is going to go up for Mardi Gras. And they just decided this year not to put it up for Christmas and to wait for Mardi Gras. I don't know. Remember the big one that stretched across
Yeah, it's lovely.
with the mask? Okay. Well, the park has felt so busy, and all of a sudden, here's a nearly empty pathway. We'll take it. I'll take it.
Okay, I'm back.
Did you get separated?
I got cut off by like 14 people.
Pirates is busy, but probably no more than about 15 minutes right now. What do you think about Christmas in the Caribbean? Should there be an overlay?
No. I love the holiday overlays for the rides that we have at Disneyland. I feel like they're very special and very different. I will tell you, this is my hot take, is that I do not love It's Small World the rest of the year. It takes a lot for me to get on that ride. But at Christmas time, I will get on it anytime. It is delightful.
I agree. I feel the same.
And it's not just because in France, they're having, the Can-Can dancers are dancing on New Year's Eve, which is my birthday. So I feel like they are throwing me a little French birthday party every year.
They are, really.
I know.
And they kick up a new year. They change the number. There's a little baby new year somewhere in the ride. Is it also in France?
I do not know.
35-minute wait for Indy. That's not terrible.
That does not look like 35 minutes, so that line goes all the way out.
That's Indiana Jones, Mom. Let's go back to
And then we have a Jungle Cruise, which is not in holiday mode. Although in Florida, they do the wonderful Jingle Cruise.
The one in Florida is so good.
They did it for a few years here, and what's ironic is Disneyland did it better. So the Disneyland version of the Jingle Cruise was better decorated. They actually closed the ride down for a couple of weeks to decorate it, whereas in Florida they just do it rolling refurb where they do it at night.
They do have a little Easter egg, though, for Jingle Cruise in here at Trader Sam's Trading Post. They have some Christmas lights that are a nod to the Jingle Cruise.
And sometimes the Jungle Cruise skippers will wear their Santa caps. My favorite tree. I love this one.
I love that there are fish skeletons.
Yeah, little piranha skeletons in there.
Snowmen made out of coconuts.
Yep,
Banana garlands.
that's great.
The creativity is just incredible.
And the old-fashioned-y type Christmas bulbs. Again, the idea of Jingle Cruise, which is this is leftover from, was that a crate of Christmas decorations fell out of an airplane and landed in the jungle, and the animals just went wild with it. And they didn't intentionally decorate the jungle; it just sort of happened organically. And the very best. Go ahead.
Speaking of Magic Kingdom or Walt Disney World overlays, my favorite one in Florida is actually Living with the Land.
That is really good.
They do a wonderful job with that. It is such an unexpected like high quality festive seasonal decoration, like the Mickey lights everywhere. Like it is just gorgeous. They put gifts out in the props. I love it. But honestly, I love Epcot so
There's
much.
even Christmas music playing in the greenhouse. Mike was with us last week, who's living in Orlando now, and he had just been on the holiday version of the land, a ride he'd never been on at all before. And we spoke about it at length. He loved it. It was one of his favorite things about the holidays. Another little Christmassy thing right next door in Journey into Imagination, Figment is wearing a holiday sweater. It's the only thing in the ride that's decorated for the holidays is Figment himself.
They were selling that last year.
Yes, they were, and I thought that was so clever. We were today over at Grizzly River Rapids or Grizzly River Run, and looking at his sweater. You know, the big Grizzly is wearing a sweater this time of year. They really should make it a sweater you can buy in the store.
That would sell out in 6 seconds.
Do you hear that, everyone? There's a special madness at Disneyland this year. It's called a Christmas Fantasy Parade. One of the most popular places in the park is Jolly Holiday, and it takes on a very special meaning to us this week.
Yes.
Because this weekend is the 100th birthday of Dick Van Dyke.
Dick Van Dyke. I hope they have a birthday party for him here.
Well, they're really not. The fans are kind of doing it on their own, and there will be fan celebrations on his birthday in the park, and a meetup for Jolly Holiday lunch, and a picture in front of the castle, but Dick will not be here. There will be a screening of his movie, a documentary about his life, in movie theaters for 2 days. So you might be able to catch that. There's not a lot to honor Dick Van Dyke in this park, sadly, considering that Mary Poppins was so important to the making of Disneyland. Let's try to go this way just so everyone can see this parade on our way out. Well, here you go. Enjoy it as we walk by.
When we came on the opening, it was totally rained down.
Drummers. Sorry, folks, not doing a lot of talking because it's too loud. You're not hearing me anyway. Peppermint patties. Yummy, 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 yummy. That was funny because I could hear Mickey talking, but I'm looking at Donald. Sounded like Donald was talking like Mickey, throwing his voice. It's a cute parade, but this music loop is way too short. Yep. They have their own cult following. People love those little snowmen. They have so much character.
I do not love the 40-foot tall reindeer that dance on their 2 feet.
I love them.
Oh my God, they're so
I think I
creepy.
love them because they're creepy. When they created the new Mickey wreath garlands, I remember being here that Christmas. There's our little snowman. Hello, little guys.
Oh, that snowman is wearing a snowman hat.
Yep.
Oh, so cute.
Really cute. But the trees all had stars on the top, and they would hit the garland and they kind of bend back and then flop back into place. And then the next day, they took the stars off of all the trees. And that was the last time they had stars.
Speaking of roving Christmas trees, did you see the Christmas tree? Oh no, you haven't been there during the Christmas season. You were there for Halloween, right? Magic Kingdom?
This year,
I have never seen those roving Christmas trees in Disney Springs.
Well, they have the one here, the robot Christmas tree.
I haven't seen it yet.
Great. Douglas fir. I'm pretty sure you'd be good friends with Douglas. He's sassy. The Frozen Sisters. That used to be the ice skating float. Used to have actual ice skaters on the float. Then it became Anna and Elsa. No shade. Many people love Anna and Elsa. They're getting another land at Disney, the former Disney Studios Paris, now Disney Adventure World.
Yeah.
The chefs with Clarabelle, the ultimate baker. She's moveless. Gonna take a second to wish a very happy holidays to the man who started it all, Walt Disney. At this time of year, they replaced the lamp in his window with a Christmas tree. Thank you, Walt. Thanks again. Gorgeous. There's Goofy, the gingerbread house.
Well, I hope he has time to get to the restaurant and change before our dinner starts.
He better. That's not really him at dinner. Ghosts.
So someone, I'm not even gonna say it. You know what? I'm not indulging you on those. No, thank you.
He has a poisoned little bit of gingerbread and then ends up at our dinner.
I'm sorry, what?
Little poisoned bit of gingerbread.
I have not had a single movie here. The lines have been crazy. The mobile order waits were up to 11 hours a couple of weeks ago. And then they deactivated mobile ordering.
I have tried all of the gingerbreads this year. They have a Mickey gingerbread man, a Mickey gingerbread head, and then the little fresh baked gingerbread morsels at Harbor Galley.
Those are very good.
My favorite.
And they come with a little dipping sauce.
Yes. Well, they don't come with it. You pay extra for the royal icing dipping sauce.
Yeah.
How are we doing on time? We're doing amazing. Oh my gosh. Mike Glenn says too crowded. You have no idea. I'm shuffling along so much my hips hurt. Because I can't take, now I'm walking like a normal human being and I'm feeling a little better.
I kept asking you what you were saying because people were cutting me off and we were getting separated.
They were doing it intentionally.
They were.
There we go, walking through the new gates. Ah. All right, we have to take a little detour first, Julie. You all know where I'm headed. So what you see in front of you is the back side of ticket booth. There are 2 ticket booths right here in front of you. And then 2 more that are now behind construction walls. But this construction wall goes on forever and ever and ever.
Those
because
are soon to be no more.
That's right, they're going away to make way for a humongous Porto's. Porto's, for those of you who don't know, is a Cuban sandwich and bakery shop. Very popular in Southern California, incredibly popular.
There's one very close to Knott's Berry Farm.
Yep.
It's the size of a shopping mall, basically.
The walls have a history of Porto's, and there's the owners of Porto's, and then here's some concept art that you can see of what the new Porto's will look like with a huge patio.
So this was announced 3 full years ago, right?
Oh, at the D23 Expo, yeah, like almost 4 years ago. And at Christmas time, which is so weird. But you can see it's a 2-story building. There's fine dining but table service dining upstairs. Downstairs, we'll have the sandwich shop and bakery. And then this huge patio down here. Feel free to step up there.
You can see here picture that it's going to look a lot like Parkside Market, which is at the far end of downtown Disney.
Yep.
With the bar here, the same way that they have at the Vista Lounge.
That's
upstairs.
open air.
Yeah.
Which, you know, right now, like, we're in December and it's lovely out. So we really, in a way they can't do in Florida.
I'm telling you, this patio is going to be prime fireworks viewing spot. This is going to be the best place to watch fireworks without a park ticket.
Well,
anywhere
it's
on
why
the
this
street.
wall doesn't exist and why there's so much seating out there. They know that.
It's gonna be
But
wonderful.
even down below, as long as this trellis kind of thing doesn't block your view and there's some big trees there. But I think for sure, if you've got a dinner reservation, that's going to be amazing.
Yeah, it's going to be wonderful.
They do have some things. Do you eat at Porto's? Are you familiar with
I
them?
have eaten there a few times, yes. The cheese rolls are maybe the single best thing they have, but that's because I'm more of a savory person than a sweet person.
I think many
die
people
for the
are
pastries too.
in love with the potato ball. It's a
Yes.
potato ball that's filled with ground beef and it's fried on the outside or toasted. It's very, very, very good. They have empanadas, ropa vieja sandwich, all sorts of great food. I really do love their food. But a lot of this that you see back there is going away. I really think this is it for the last remnants of the original downtown Disney look. So all of these caged trees, this is the original pavement down here from the first version of Downtown Disney. All of this will likely go away. I believe this fountain will go away. My guess, because once this construction starts, this pathway will be too narrow. I think they're going to have to route the traffic along the tram load and unload area and then load and unload the tram on the opposite side.
That'll be hard for World of Disney.
It could very well be, but then they'll get their guests at the other end down here.
Yeah.
Because they're just going to reroute them. Probably use that middle door and the far door in World of Disney. Who knows if this door will remain open or not. And I will show you all. This construction wall is still going on, mind you, because this whole building is coming down. It's not that old. I think, what is this, a 24-year-old building? That's it?
This is only 24 years old.
Something new and exciting coming soon. And here's the empty patio. There's wires ripped out of the ground. But all of this is coming down. So they will strip any lighting and things that they want to keep. The rest will fall to the wrecking ball, and all of this will be gone very soon to make way for the vertical construction. Now, I have no confidence, Julie, that any of this will be done quickly. Because
We're talking 2027 at the earliest.
well, look at how long it's taken. They rushed to tear down Tortilla Joe's, and it's just a concrete slab, and there's still no vertical construction.
I can't wait for Arthur and Sons to open. I love a steakhouse, and I have sorely missed the Napa Rose bar experience. That's my favorite place to sneak in and go and have like a delicious bite. And I'm so optimistic that Arthur and Sons is going to be like that.
I hope so. Arthur and Sons, and then Pearl's Roadside Barbecue. There's really, there's very little good barbecue at the Disneyland Resort. I was so hopeful for the Hungry Bear Barbecue Jamboree, but it's just not great.
Okay. I've eaten there a handful of times,
I
but it's
did
not the
too
best.
at the first, and then
Yeah.
I just too many times had a chewy bit of meat that I couldn't chew, and just, I'm sorry, but at those prices I just can't. And then it's clear they're measuring out like your 6 French fries. Like it's stingy. It takes forever. It's not that great. So I'm hoping Pearls will raise the bar, and I hope so.
Well, I think that's what Centrico did for just the food in downtown Disney in general.
Yeah,
They're-
Centrico's wonderful. Paseo is great.
So
And
good.
if you need quick serve, Tianzita is wonderful too. There's nowhere to eat it, but if you're headed back to your hotel or your car, it's wonderful.
Paseo is great. Excellent, excellent food. It's very pricey. But what I really love about Centrico is that it's pretty fairly priced, and it's like a pretty generous portion for what you get. I go there and I get like a $24 quesadilla plate, and I can only eat half of it. I take
Yep.
the rest home.
David says, at first I was extolling the Country Bear Barbecue. It's true. At first I really did enjoy it the first couple of times that I went. The managers were all there. It was pretty good, although even from the beginning, the service was super slow. It would take up to an hour to get your food. But now it's become inedible. to me. And there are times that I will still go there. They have a burger that's okay, but it's just okay. It's for the price and the expense and the trouble, not quite worth it. Are you going to help me, little elf?
So,
All right.
Mr. Earl of Sandwich for a second. We're not actually losing that restaurant. It's reopening at the end. The other independent.
The new Earl of Sandwich, and it's coming along pretty fast.
And we're getting a Gordon Ramsay restaurant.
Yes,
We are getting
upstairs.
very expensive beef Wellington. I've eaten it at Gordon Ramsay's restaurants in Vegas quite a few times, and I will tell you, it is delicious, but save your pennies, my friends.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm back.
All right. Then David says, it's unfortunate, but Red Wagon corn dogs for the win then? Not for me either, but only because they're artery clogging.
Yeah.
I love a corn dog. I will occasionally get one and split it with Eric, but I won't eat a full corn dog anymore. It's not worth it. Same thing for turkey legs. Can't justify the fat and salt content. I'm in theme parks all the time, so if you're a tourist and you're doing something special, do it. Get the funnel cake, get the corn dog, get the turkey leg. But when you're living in theme parks like I am, you have to be very, very careful. And so my go-to has been the Plaza Inn has a salmon dish, and it's generally quite good and healthy-ish. And I'll get it with white rice and green beans, and that's my lunch frequently, or the vegan Ronto wrap. There's not that many things in the park that I order over and over again, but I do get the chicken skewer from Bengal Barbecue.
That's really delicious.
And it's important to find those healthier things that you're comfortable with when you go to theme park frequently, or you just won't live very long.
Yeah. I really like Paradise Garden Grill. I think they do consistently excellent Mexican food, and I love that it changes out with the seasons.
So here we are, Christmassy part of DCA, Buena Vista Street, evoking the feeling of when Walt moved to California, 1923. That's the time frame that you're seeing. For a while, Julie, Elias and Company there hosted Santa, and they had like an old-fashioned department store Santa on a big chair in the center of Elias and Company with two elves assisting him. It was wonderful. But nowadays, Santa is in Redwood Creek Challenge Trail area, very rustic version of Santa, National Parks Santa. Carly is here. Hello, my darling. How are you?
Great, it's good to see you.
Oh, great to see you. It was good to see you the other night at a holiday party.
Yes, it was wonderful.
We'll just leave it at that.
That's why I lost my voice. I finally got it back. Hi. It's like just back today.
Well, you are gorgeous, as
Nice.
always. I am so
You're
glad
so
to see you.
handsome.
You're my holiday present this year. Now, I don't need anything for the holidays.
Thank you. I'm wearing Zara. Ooh.
Oh,
I'm sporting
did you say Zara?
Yes.
I'm in Zara. You're sporting Zara. Who are you wearing? Who are you wearing?
Zara. The Disney collab is very good.
By the time that you get home, you're going to have crates of Zara waiting for you.
I bought crates of Zara. It's a problem.
Well, we are off because we're going to the Christmas Carol dinner at the Grand. So,
I'm
wish
going
us luck.
to Small World.
Well, good luck. That's a long walk.
I know, but it's worth it.
It is. Take care.
Bye. It's good to see you.
Bye-bye. Carly Wiesel, who we see at a lot of press events and things. Not a lot of holidays down
She
here.
has a great theme park podcast called Very Amusing.
Well, she's very amusing.
She really is. She's a great time.
I really appreciate her fashion sense because she has a unique look that no one else can pull off. She can dress like a watermelon and has,
Yeah.
or a citrus salad.
The amount of color and pattern that she's able to work into her wardrobe is truly impressive.
Let's look at the wait times really, really quick. Give people an idea. It's Festival of the Holidays, Julie. It's hard to tell that. In fact, when we walked into the park, there was no Festival of the Holidays sign above the park, but 85 minutes for Radiator Springs, 60 minutes for Web Slinger, 60 minutes for Monsters, Inc.,
Speaking
it's
of,
busy-ish.
Do you know, is there an official closing date for Monsters?
Not officially, but we believe it's going to happen at the early part of the year, so likely early January.
The day my heart breaks forever.
Yeah, well, it's a
that
fun ride only because I love monsters, but the animatronics are the bare bones. In fact, they just took what was there from Superstar Limo and gave it a quick little overlay. It just isn't the high quality dark ride experience that it could be.
First of all, I love it, and I will not hear anything negative about it.
All right.
But second of all, have you ever talked to your live stream audience about Superstar Limo and why that was such a crazy ride?
Well, I loved Superstar Limo, but it was a terrible ride by all accounts, but I always liked it. Swifty Lazar, your agent, baby. You're going to be box office boffo.
So what happened, though, was that it was originally supposed to be, you were supposed to be a star who gets picked up at LAX and is taken via limo to, you have to be somewhere. You have to be at the park, right?
Right.
But it was supposed to be a high-speed chase where you're being chased by paparazzi.
And then?
Right before the ride was supposed to open, a tragedy happened. Princess Anna was killed in a high-speed paparazzi chase.
Yes.
And all of a sudden, that ride had to be completely scrapped because there was no way in the world that anybody would stand for a ride that was that themed. It was not funny or fun anymore. It was a terrible tragedy.
That's right.
So they had to completely change the concept.
And that's when they brought in Joan Rivers.
It was like 5 minutes. They had to redo everything. So people were not receptive to that ride because it was not well thought out. It was not great. It was not well executed. Understandably, they had to do something.
But
So-
they still had the paparazzi in it. And at the end, the doors opened on this van and they're all taking your picture. And then your picture was supposed to show up at the end. It was, yeah, you're right. And it was a hot mess. And it was really just a list of stars. So
Yeah.
look, there's Hollywood celebrity Drew Carey. And there's Cher.
It was all people who had like Disney ties, right?
Yes.
I will say though, I really like the reskin into Monsters. I had never been on it when
Oh my
it was
gosh,
Superstar
look at
Limo.
these crowds, Julie. We'll never get there in time. I have to point out this bag, the big giant Mickey bag that you're wearing.
Isn't it the best?
It's huge. I love it.
I love it. The security guard complained about it, FYI. So I was in line in security screening behind a man who had a backpack that was this big and stuffed like it was domed over. It was overstuffed with things. It took at least 5 minutes for this bag to be searched. Man, the security guard did not say one single word. And then I walked up, the next person with my Mickey bag, and he's like, oh, well, that's a really big bag. This is what women go through every day. You know what I have in here? 2 things. I have my wallet and a phone and a lipstick. But he complained about the size of my bag and not the camping gear that the man in front of me brought.
Oh my gosh. You're so right. The festival, sadly, everyone, is a shadow of itself. They're down to just about 6 booths and very little entertainment. There used to be a stage over here and Christmas trees in the bay. That stage is gone. There used to be a stage over here. That stage is gone. They're just using the stage at Paradise Gardens and then a little stage in Hollywood Pictures backlot, and that's it.
It just makes me more excited for Lunar New Year.
I love Lunar New Year.
That's the best food festival of the year.
I wish
and that
they would
starts in
grow
January.
it, but I do wonder if because of the construction that's about to start for Coco, if parades and things are harder.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's one of the reasons they're cutting back.
The food is so great though at Lunar New Year.
It's always wonderful. It's always the best.
This though, I am happy with it is definitely a scaled back offering for Festival of Holidays. However, they did bring back the few things that I must get year after year, and I was really excited about that. I was so glad they brought back the mashed potato bowl.
Yes, really good with the little fried
so
chicken
good.
nuggets in it.
It's like a KFC bowl dupe,
Yes.
and it's delicious, and it's not very expensive, and it's a great
The
portion.
pork adobo,
Also very good.
the beef slider.
I really love the mac and cheese duo. Big hit for me. And also, I love they do a spicy.
Here, we just have to point this out really fast as we walk.
Queso, which is
A little
really good.
Fishmas is going on here. So this is the Little Mermaid ride. It's got these beautiful garlands. Let's see if we can get up close enough so that you can see the Fishmas magic. but there's kelp and coral and sea stars and shells and all sorts of wonderful things in these garlands. It's one of my favorite garlands in the park.
That's a really special touch.
It is. Fishmas.
I just read an article in the New York Times about how people are celebrating Shrimpmas this year.
Oh.
They're making mid-century shrimp Christmas trees and serving them, just like our grandmothers used to.
My grandmother used to.
Yeah.
She would take a floral cone and then have shrimp wrapped in bacon on little toothpicks and stick them into this thing. Yep. I think the whole thing was also covered in kale or lettuce or something to make it all green before she put the shrimp on it. And yes, I do remember a shrimp Christmas tree.
I have a friend who made one last year for her holiday party, and it was delightful. We could not stop saying the word Shrimpmas the whole time.
Shrimpmas.
It was great.
No, I'm going to say it. Shrimpmas. We have to note a couple of things. It's going to be hard to see, and I don't think we'll be able to go back there this time of night and really be able to tell. But Grizzly Trail that goes back there and then all the way around the backside of Grizzly, they have trimmed all of the trees so you can see the mountain again. Okay. So when you go at night right now or even during the day, the Grizzly Mountain is very clear over by the waterfall. The trees are still tall, don't worry, they haven't butchered them, but they did trim them in a way that in the center part you can see the whole mountain again. It's really nice. They did a good job. See this, one of my favorite details as well, these little lamps in the trees and they're filled with fireflies.
Cute.
I was worried these weren't coming back this year. They're usually up a full month before Christmas. And this year, they were not up on the first day of Christmas. And I thought, oh, cut back. Santa is meeting and greeting back here in Redwood Creek Challenge Trail. We went and looked earlier today. A super long line. We weren't able to go down and meet him. But it just so happens we ran into him stepping out from a potty break. Did you know Santa potties? He does. And he was coming out of a back stage door, and there he was. He saw my beard, I saw his, we said ho 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 to each other, and then he went down and met with all the children. That's how it works. Beautiful rustic-y decorations on the trail here.
Canoe paddles. Did you see the canoe paddles?
Yeah, so you can see how clearly you can see the mountain from here even. See how much clearer? Not as many tall trees blocking the bare mountain. That's a pretty shot.
It really is. It took me a lot of visits to Disneyland to realize that was
a grizzly bear.
Yeah.
So here's a grizzly bear that we were talking about earlier. So Figment is selling his holiday sweater. Well, here is a holiday sweater on the bear, but they could change this sweater up to match whatever they wanted to sell in the stores, and then you could wear the same sweater that the bear is sporting. Now, don't you think that would make sense?
It would be very cute. They should definitely do it because people would buy it for sure.
Anything. They could sell this sweater with the light up lights. People would love it. But if they wanted to go something that's less likely to electrocute you, they could do anything they wanted.
It looks a little bit like it's lighting up Ho Ho No.
Ho Ho No. That's what the accountants are saying.
That is very much a Christmas card that I actually sent to someone this year. It said, Ho Ho No.
You sent me a really dirty Christmas card that we can't talk about.
Not dirty. It was a National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation
Exactly.
card. You did not understand the pop culture reference.
I loved it. This is Big Al. Of course, I can't walk by Big Al without thinking of our Big Al, Al Lutz, who passed away this year. I've been thinking about him so much this holiday season because he absolutely loved Christmas in the parks. But every time I walk by Big Al, I think of our Big Al. And the rest of this walkway here with all the wrapped lamp posts and the lights in the trees, but we are not going to continue forward. Julie, I think we ought to take a left.
We ought to head into the Grand
Kalikimaka.
The single most special place during the Disneyland holiday season is the lobby of the Grand Californian Hotel. They have an enormous gingerbread house that's shaped like the hotel. It's a craftsman-style gingerbread house. They have carolers. They have the Mickey treat cart, which sells Mickey gingerbread men.
I think Santa
comes. Santa yelled at me one year.
Did he? Because you were bad?
I was trying to take a photo of him, and he told me that I couldn't get. He was like, "You can't cut the line," and I was like, "Sir, I'm standing way back here, just taking a photo of him."
You had a fight? You had a fight with Santa? And this is why you get cold in your stocking.
You know what?
Oh.
That I was not breaking any rules. I wasn't doing anything bad. I was standing way back. I wasn't trying to get in any line.
We don't come here often. I don't know how the coverage is back here, but I wanted to point a couple of things out. If you're looking for very unique gifts, the Tanaya Stone Spa has a store. They have things from Barefoot Dreams, which is a really great brand. They have wonderful candles and oils and spa type things. So a great tip.
I just want to point out how good the air smells here too.
Yes,
you can smell the
essential eucalyptus
oils wafting out of the spa. So just this area out here, it's very relaxing.
That's why we call that my favorite bathrooms there, the spa bathrooms, for the same reason. And then this is the Craftsman Bar, which has really improved. They've added a lot of foliage to separate it from the walkway. It has the pool on the other side. The food is pretty darn good. They do good pizzas. They have a great ahi poke bowl.
This is a great place to come and have lunch and feel like you are on vacation.
Indeed.
I've never sat here and not immediately felt like I'm at a pool bar at a very fancy hotel.
One of the most resort-like feelings.
Yes.
This one and then the bar over at the Disneyland Hotel under the new tower. Palm Breeze.
Yeah.
Similar feel, but this one better.
This one is
and then this
better,
has the large bar. There's also a bar in that other one. And then in the back, if you don't want to sit here in the bar or they're full, just go back to the Craftsman Grill. Similar food, little cheaper, same food, lower price.
Speaking of price differences, so that Mickey gingerbread that everybody's waiting a gazillion hours for, it's $8 inside the park, but the one place outside the park you can get it is the snack cart in the Grand Californian lobby. It's $10.50 there.
Yes.
Because there isn't a charge for not buying a park ticket.
Here's the Napa that you were talking about earlier, Napa Rose, which is getting redone. And then this is closed off on the opposite side, Julie. I wonder if they're adding some outdoor seating here or something.
There is outdoor seating in the part of the renovation plan. Is that they are redoing that area.
But look, all of this is being redone. So not just the restaurant, but the whole garden. Yep. Some beautiful, beautiful garlands. Yeah. There's an acorn inside the acorn. Very meta.
It's very cute.
Very meta.
Oh my God. I see the ghost of Jacob Marley.
Do you? Oh, wait. There he is.
Unwell. I'm unwell. Look at that. He's got the...
This is where we're headed for dinner in just a little bit, but we're going to take you into the lobby first to see the gingerbread house, but this is going to be our dinner. Jacob Marley Goofy. Oh, that is incredible. I love it.
I was not kidding around when I said that we had to do this.
I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. Oh, Christmas dinner. They've even painted snowy Christmas trees on the windows. It's nice. They did a good job. There's Scrooge McDuck back there.
And I see Mickey back in the corner, but there's a lot of people in between.
Yeah, I don't want to ruin the dinner of the people that are right here. There's Minnie in her, what's her name? Cratchit. Somebody Cratchit. What's her name?
Mrs. Cratchit. I don't
Just
think she has
Mrs.
the first name.
No, the ladies don't get names.
No, it's Bob Cratchit and then
Cratchity.
Yeah. I was on my 2-hour drive here today, listening to the soundtrack of Muppet Christmas Carol.
Oh, I love the Muppet Christmas Carol. That would also make a great dining experience.
So good.